tappin'. Yeah, Memphis, I'm back at it. Niggas notice the difference, just more chrome, Prezi, no stone. Yeah, y'all, you already know what it is. Back with another exclusive episode of ROC Solid. And like I always tell you, you see anybody on this platform is one or two things, and this gentleman right here is both. He's solid and he was part of the ROC. I want to welcome my brother Jim Jones to the motherfucking building, and we here at Artist to Artist. Yeah.
Holla.
My G, it's been a minute. My G.
Oh, man.
Capo, what's up, my brother? Yo, it's been forever, man. You looking good, doing good, family doing good, man.
Yeah, I'm
blessed, my
blessed.
brother.
Same to you, my brother. I've been
man?
watching your moves.
Word up.
Seeing the things you've been doing. I don't even know where to start with all the history we have and
Word
things
up.
like that. But beside before the history, I knew who Memphis Bleek was.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I knew Memphis Bleek for being so. You got to figure we taking it back to the mid-90s.
Well, hell yeah, 98, 99.
You know what I mean?
That's when we started linking for sure.
Even before that.
Yeah.
I'm talking before our real fame, we knew who Memphis Bleek was. You heard? And through all of the albums which you have featured on with Jay.
Yeah.
You heard? So you've been in those days like Bleek, that's Jay Little Man. Like I know for a fact that position was a very powerful position for you at such a very young age. From starting hearing you on the come up.
Yep. Coming to age and all these records, Marcy to Hollywood, me and Source Money. That shit was different, Jim. I ain't gonna front, man. Like, I ain't gonna sit here and act like, yeah, I knew or I was ready. I had no fucking idea, my nigga. All I knew is I wanted to impress my hood, and I wanted the chicks in school to know I got busy. So that was it. I had no idea it was gonna turn into this. You know what I'm saying? So I was just riding with the dogs.
But growing into that position of power, I don't know if you will understand the type of power that you possess from being that close to damn near the world's favorite rapper. You know
I know, man. Some would say I didn't take advantage, but it's like what you said. I didn't know, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, things was happening so fast that I never got a chance to.
Sometimes it's not about taking advantage.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, I commend you for everything that you did do, and that's what and this is what we're getting at. The position you hold was a very dear position, and most people wouldn't understand that until they in that position and things like that, and things that we don't think about that most people think about because they watching it.
Exactly.
And they not living it.
Exactly.
So naturally, the first thing a person is going to say, looking at a person like you, is like, "Oh, he didn't take full advantage of what he had."
Yep. I would have did this, or I would have did it this way. I hear that all the time, bro.
But I do know for a fact that you took full advantage because of the love and the loyalty you got for your big brother.
That's a fact. I did what was available. You know what I'm saying? I didn't try to overstep or offend because, like I always say, I wasn't the only one. It was a long list. You know what I'm saying? I had to play the background and wait for my turn. You know what I mean? It was Source Money. It was Jazzo. It was Christian. They had Rel. And then it was Jay trying to pop off. So it was like, yo, I got to just sit there patiently and anxiously waiting. You know what I'm saying? That's why guys like Lenny S is very important to me because he the one who seen the frustration and gave me the outlet, like, yo, I got the studio, I know producers, let's lock in and let's work. And that led to, you know what I mean?
You stayed down through all of that, and most of the names that you mentioned, I haven't heard those names in years and years, but the name that I do hear in the whole Rockefeller dynamic has been Bleek. You know what I mean? So
definitely.
It's like, and I know with that position, you had to come against a lot of adversity and a lot of hate because I know what it comes with.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? I know you came up across a lot of hate.
I don't want to say it's hate because, you know, sometimes people have opinions and we just judge it as hate and we automatically say that. But it was a lot of hate from the hood, from like more hate I say came from those I knew than the people I don't know because they got opinions and it's just their opinion. So I'm never gonna call them haters. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of the down talk and they ain't gonna do it, or you know the plays like, man, they ain't gonna never make it, they ain't gonna never blow. This rap shit is bullshit. That came from those I knew more than the ones I didn't. But like I could say the same thing for you, man, being the capo of the set. You know what I'm saying? Like you had this almost the same pressure of being the underdog to one of the top dogs from Harlem, out of New York City, period. So it's like we both sitting here mirroring the same position, like
100%.
you know what I'm saying. So if anybody understand the pressure and the hate, as they would say, I dealt with, is you, because I know you dealt with the same thing.
Yeah, I dealt with a lot of things when it came to being that close to Cam and the power I possessed in myself. Came with a bunch of a lot of things, especially from people that are close to you, or people that you do know and things like that. Those are the people who usually show their hand first. You know what I mean? Usually show the hate or the discomfort, or
That's
usually
a
show.
fact.
You know what I mean? So, and I had to learn how to deal with that.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? It took me a long time to learn how to deal with that because I didn't understand
Yo,
where it was coming from or where it was stemming from. Because there was some people that I did things for that they couldn't imagine. They couldn't even pay me back to this day. And it was like even those people.
yeah, and I had to learn quick because it's weird because word up, when the Hard Knock Life tour happened, that's when the separation I feel like happened from a lot of my friends, because Jay and them was on some shit, yo, they only could bring one nigga. Now mind you in the hood, it's 70 of y'all, it's 50 friends you hanging with all day, and now you gotta sit there and think, which one of these niggas I'ma tell he could roll and the other 100 ain't gonna be mad. But it didn't matter who I picked. It would the results would have still been the same. You know what I'm saying? So I felt like when I came back off that tour, the welcome home wasn't the welcome back May song. Trust me.
So was you still in the projects when you came back off that tour?
Hell yeah. I was still in the jacks, yo, bro. That's the thing people don't understand. I didn't move out the projects until my first album came out. So coming to age 1, It's All Right, coming to age 2, Hard Knock Life Tour, I was in Marcy, my G. I used to feel like the king of New York, but the broke one, not the lit one. Like I was the broke one, because we had come off tour, and you know that was back then. We had the Square King of New York limos, and we'd be in the limo dropping everybody off. Dame Uptown on first, you know what I mean? Dropping Radu and them all off.
Radu, shouts to Radu,
Word up, shout out
man.
Radu, dropping off Sauce, then dropping off Jay downtown where the Barclays at now. And then when everybody done, that shit pulling up in Marcy. So for a split second, I was like, yeah, I'm that nigga. But when I get upstairs and realize, man, I'm still in the hood, I got a lot of work to do, it didn't feel so good to me. You know what I mean?
I know how I feel. I was in the projects. I think I was fortunate enough to end up getting rated in the projects. I was so ignorant in a lot of ways during that time that I probably would have tried to stay in the projects through a lot of the success.
Yo,
you know what I mean?
Shit, I thought it was possible, especially hearing niggas like
Bro,
Havoc.
if you're a project nigga, you course
thought.
you think it's possible. That's your project.
Yes,
You're not worried
you-
about too much because
No,
it's your jet.
that's-
This is what you totally used to. It's your habitat. Like, and a lot of people don't understand that. Like, we're not taught certain things. All
No.
taught us what we got. Like,
That's right.
We ready to park Lambos, Rolls Royces,
Everything right
you're
there.
Not a jury in the project.
Yo, bro, and I used to do that shit, man. And I thank God for Tata, man, because Tata was the one who really woke me up. Like, that nigga one day, we used to park the Benz in front of the building. I had all kind of bikes, 4-wheelers, being down there every day. And one day, I seen Tata in the studio. I went to Baseline after leaving the hood. That nigga was like, yo, you gonna die. And I'm looking at that nigga like, damn. That nigga like, you think you some tough guy or something. You don't even know, man. I'm getting all kind of calls around Brooklyn. Niggas is laying on you and you ain't even focused. You out there running around with the little homies like,
But it's a bigger
the OGs is making calls about you. Niggas is parking outside the projects laying on you, watching your moves. He was like, if you don't listen to me, Bleek, you gonna die. And you know me, I was like, damn, if the OG of Tata gonna give me that game, I'ma listen. You know what I'm saying? So I started making my moves a little bit more rare to the project.
So y'all from the same project?
Yeah, yep. Tata, me, Sauce, Jazzo, Jay, Tata, all of us from the same projects.
buildings
like
or different
no, different buildings. Like Tata from across the park from me, Sauce from across the building from him, and Jazz from on the other side. You know what I mean? Jay from my building.
Oh,
you know what I'm
had
saying?
the cheat code.
Yeah.
You had the cheat codes. That's what I want to learn is, is the dynamic of how it really happened. So he really had it. He saw you.
Yeah, growing up. That's why,
nigga.
No, definitely. Like me and Jay family is closer than that's like my family. His sisters, that's like my second mother. His mother, that's like
Real
my
project
mother.
building shit. Like,
Real
like
project building
everybody
shit.
in my project building, I
Like,
could go damn near anybody apartment if I
so
wanted to.
Jay and them always been them niggas. So I always wanted to be a part of that life. Like seeing these niggas with the bikes, the cars, the girls, the jewelry, like the money, everything. I used to just be sitting there like, I gotta figure out what they doing.
He was out there doing it in the project.
Oh no, my G.
From back then. So he was the older nigga that I used to look up to who was getting money.
They was rolling, my G. Like, I mean rolling, bro. Like, they was doing their thing to the point where I knew whatever going on in my apartment ain't going on in that apartment. And I need to figure out what's going on upstairs on the 5th floor.
You live on the 5th floor?
Yeah.
I live on the 5th floor. That's crazy.
Yep. I was on the 3rd and he was on the 5th. And then one day I just seen him and Clark and shot my shot. And that was it, bro. That's why niggas try to be, on that, J-Ro coming to age and all that.
Shot knowing him or
yeah, knowing him.
Like, stop playing, let me
but he ain't know I rapped. So he was shitting on me like, man, back then they used to call me Little Dre because everybody knew my brother. So he's like, man, stop bullshit, Little Dre. You don't rap. You ain't got no bars, nigga. You ain't shit. So Clark was like, yo, let me hear something. Rest in peace, Clark Kent. And I spit for them. And Clark was like, yo, that record that we got, he probably be good for that. And word, I had like one shot.
Bro, Clark Kent is so special. Not to cut you off. The first time I ever got the freestyle on the radio with Cam doing his
run.
Album promo run. I'll never forget it. It was a Hot 97. Nervous as shit. You heard? Like, I don't even rap at this point. They teaching me and making me. So now I'm at the radio. They got to do a freestyle, so I did a freestyle. Entertainment. Everybody there damn near shitting on me after the freestyle. Like,
Shitted on you?
Yeah, go downstairs. Oh, don't let them freestyle no more ever, Cam. No, don't.
No way.
On mamas, you heard?
That's
One
crazy.
nigga that was there was Clark Kent. I said, man, yo, come here. He said, yo, bro, you went crazy on that shit. Don't stop. Listen to these niggas. They out of touch. They don't
That's
know
right.
what's up. He like, yo, keep digging, bro. I promise you, you're going to go up.
Clark.
I always respected Clark for that day. Because that shit they did right there in the midst of who I was. And
Yeah.
I'm just a project nigga. Y'all putting me in a whole another zone I'm not used to.
Yeah, they could have discouraged you too, man. You know what I'm saying? 100%. Clark, rest in peace, Clark. But the shit we just was talking about, Clark is the only nigga who did what we dreamed of doing. You know, he stayed in Brooklyn where he was raised at, in that house, bought it, and never moved. Like, I always respected that. Like, damn, Clark, he a real one. But you know,
to this day, that was the same house he grew up in?
we did come into age in that basement, bro. We did come into age in 1994, 5. It came out in 96. And Clark still had that house, bro.
That's incredible.
Insane, my G. Like, word, but you put a lot of imprint on the game too, my G. Like, coming up through Dipset and making your ranks, like, what was it like being the underdog, watching Cam back then, waiting for your shine?
I wasn't waiting for my shine.
Like, I took it.
No, I mean, I wasn't that wasn't something that was important to me. What something was important to me was Cam. That was the end all be all in that dynamic. That was the most important thing for me. So whatever he was telling me to do at the time, as partners and you dig, and as the boss of this whole situation and shit like that, I was like, it didn't matter.
Yeah.
You heard?
Yeah.
If I had to fix walls, I was gonna fix walls. It just
That's
happened
right.
that I ended up being able to figure out how to rap. And he was like, yo, figure it out, nigga. If you could rap like you act outside in the streets, then I got you. We gonna figure this shit out. And he kind of kept me in the loop with all of his albums and shit like that. But that wasn't my forte. My forte was making sure he was good so we could be good.
That's right. And I like, my thing too with rap, I always tell people, personality is more important than lyrics.
Lifestyle is a hell of a thing.
You know what I'm saying? So I always tell people, like you say, yo, I ain't know how to rap. I had to learn how to rap. But your personality was the force of Dipset, was the force of Cam movement. Anytime Cam in the move, like, even when I sat there and did the interview with Cam, I told him, man, the nigga I fucked with the most out y'all crew was Jimmy. Like, you know what I mean? And everybody, I feel like, felt like that from even back then before we linked up, when we used to be at shows and shit. Remember, we still used to kick it, be backstage, blowing it down. Cam and them would be over there, but I always fucked with you, Zeke and all y'all. You know what I'm saying? So your influence shined brighter than your lyrics. Like, to me, and no matter what you did, like,
We both had a mission, bro. I knew, overall, I knew what was at stake for both sides. I knew that we had to build alliances. I knew that he wasn't really with building alliances because he figured I'm Cam. Nigga.
yeah, I'm that nigga.
Like he's supposed to.
That's back then. You had to move like that.
Right, you are that.
That's
nigga.
right.
So you do yours, and let me do mine.
That's right.
Heard?
I call it.
I was outside. I really
call
was
it.
outside. You
I
know
call
what
it life outside the velvet rope.
Yeah, like I was outside, so I had to mix with a lot of different people from
Yeah.
to the industries to everything because we had a movement that we was building, and
That's a
we're trying to
fact.
keep Cam a star and still make the movement be known so it could push that level. You know what I mean? Like it was a lot of different variables to the whole shit. It became difficult a lot of times and shit like that. But most all my end all position was just to do whatever it took to make us
to win.
win, so
That
we
was
all
it.
get the bag, and nobody would have to depend on nobody if this shit all crumbles. And I think we did that.
That's a fact.
You heard?
Nah, y'all definitely did that, man. Like, what was your feeling like when y'all first got signed to the ROC? Like how you? What was your
Well, I
input
never
like?
was signed to the ROC, so that was the whole thing too. Like let's
Wait a minute.
I
The
never
whole
was signed to the
Dipset
ROC.
movement, because
My
then
shit
y'all
was
dropped
all-
the
remember, I
compilation.
started independent records, the first artist damn near in New York City to do an independent deal. Remember, I tried to sign and told Dame to give me $1 million. He laughed at me. I said, cool. And I was like, yo, I direct, engineer. I was telling him all this type of shit. He was like, yo, you ain't worth $1 million. I was like, cool.
I ain't know
but we
that.
had did the deal. We had did the label deal up there. Jewels was the first artist that was signed over under the label deal that we did with Diplomat and Rockefeller and shit like that. Jim Jones never had a deal up at Rockefeller. I got a bag and shit like that from when his camp signed the deal and shit like that. But he gave me like $75,000. It was cool.
Yeah. Damn, that's crazy. I thought y'all had the whole label deal and all of y'all was signed. Because even when the compilation came out.
Nah, I
like,
pretty much did my deal on my own. Remember, Cam is my partner. I wasn't signed to Cam. Cam is my partner. I was one of the CEOs at
of
Diplomats.
Dipset.
I went and did my
Okay.
deal at Koch.
Yeah.
Telling Cam, like, yo, don't matter where we go, as long as people know it's a Diplomat bird and it's a Diplomat artist, they gonna go buy the records. No matter if it's Dip
fact.
Jam, Koch, whatever. We went to Koch and did an independent record deal and shit like that, and that was like for one of the big stories behind my success was like as I took a gamble on
damn,
signing to an independent label.
I don't think nobody really know that, bro. I don't think nobody know that story. I'm pretty sure people think just like me that you was signed to the
That's
ROC.
crazy
nigga.
that you didn't know that. Nah,
Word
I
up.
definitely wasn't signed to the ROC as a businessman, and I wasn't even signed as a businessman. It was just I don't even want to get into it. All right, but that was my partner. I was told that I was CEO, but my name wasn't on nobody's paper. But during that time, I was a CEO with Cam at the Diplomats, and he had all the business going through Rockefeller. But that was my man, like I said, and I would do anything that he asked me to do because you my man. So I'm praying that you would take care of me the same way I'm taking care of you.
That's right.
Long story short, whatever and shit like that. But yeah, during that time,
Damn,
the
that's
deal was
crazy.
with Rockefeller for the label. Jewels was the first artist under that. All our other deals and all that was bring to Koch. After I had the success of Koch, Cam started bringing more Diplomat artists and shit
over
like
there.
that and doing that type of shit.
Because you definitely was the first artist on Koch, right?
Well, I was the most successful artist on Koch, but from
So
Diplomat,
that makes you
yes.
the first.
I mean,
makes
but, you know,
the
Koch
first.
has been an independent label for years. Like, they did a
Yeah.
lot of records, even going back to dealing with Fat Joe and all this stuff. So they was already moving and shit like that, but not at the capacity of a Def Jam. That's why they was called an independent label at the time. So I was able to catapult the Diplomat success with the deal that I was doing with Koch, and it just rolled over into, oh, Jim Jones, Diplomat. It didn't matter. They didn't care about Koch. Let's go get the album. And I was lucky enough to catch that wave like that.
Fucking, man, like Harlem. Y'all motherfuckers, man. It's a lot of great people came out of Harlem.
Yeah.
Like, and you know what's so weird, that being from Brooklyn, we consider this shit all one. The Bronx, Yonkers, all that shit all one. Because all y'all niggas hang in the same places. You know what I'm saying? So to us, I feel like we don't know the difference. So I put it all into the one pot. But y'all made your mark as a group. But then you made your mark as a solo artist, as a boss on your own outside the group. How you feel about that?
I mean, I feel good that I was able to use my success and hard work that I had with the Diplomats and turn that into Jim Jones's solo career success and everything that came with all my business affairs and ancillary business that I was able to create from Diplomats and things like that. It felt good, you know what I mean? And nothing was promised. It was all God being next to me and things like that. But the hard work that I put in, being consistent, always showing up, being relentless, not taking no for nothing, trying shit, losing, winning big, losing a million times, win big again. Like, I did it all. Like, I just refused to stop, you know what I mean? And that was one of the things that served me the best was my relentlessness in this game.
I remember, you don't know this, right? But I'm speeding. We're going to definitely backtrack a little bit, too. But this was after the Rockefeller breakup and shit. And I remember going through the city. I just got to this when Rockefeller was leaving the Def Jam building. We was out on 50th. Remember, that was the building we was at.
That was the building.
And when we left that building, they was like, yo, Jim Jones got an A&R deal at Atlantic. I remember like, yo, y'all fucking lying. He an A&R now? Nah, somebody got to hire me. I was hating. I ain't going front on you, Jim. I was not feeling that. I'm like, Kaiser. I called Kaiser. What what's going on, dog? I need a nigga shitting on me. They're like, nah, you can't A&R, Bleek. How the fuck you pull that one, my G?
I mean, I've always had a great mind when it came to marketing, even as a little kid from playing with G.I. Joe, so it just stuck with me. But I got a chance in Def Jam when we did the Diplomat deal to pop up in one of these marketing meetings, and that served me the best purpose. Me and Cam wasn't agreeing on the things that they were doing at the time about Diplomats, and I was like, there's no way we could be seen like that. So I made a little bit of a deck, some bullet points of what we need and shit like that. I made copies for everybody and shit. I went down there. I think I stood on the table, gave everybody copies of the shit, Kevin Lyles and all that shit. They all went through it. And Kevin Lyles was amazed. He called me upstairs like, yo, I want to pay you, I think $10,000 or $15,000 a month to be a consultant. So I actually was a consultant while we was in Rockefeller that I didn't tell nobody about shit like that. I just was getting a consultant check for that. And then remember that whole shit stopped. Kevin and Leo left Def Jam, popped back up with the Warner Music Group shit. And then Kev called me for a meeting one day, and I started my music. This is when, now I'm Jim Jones, a rapper too. So Kev called me that I know he got all this money, they got the new label. I'm thinking I'm lit, like, oh, I'm about to get a nice deal over here. I bet. So I go over there. He like, yo, bro, I know you're doing music, but that's not my concern. You way smarter than music. I know how to make you super duper rich. I'm like, well, he like, I want you to be an executive here. He like, not just any executive. It's going to be Leo, myself, and then you. Everybody else in all of these buildings, Atlantic, everybody, Todd Moskowitz, Joey IE, they all work for you in that capacity. This is a very, very important job, but I need you next to me because I seen what you could do. This is what Kevin telling me and shit like that. So that's how I end up being the A&R director for Warner Music Group. Not for the group, not for Warner Rec, for everything. Was Atlantic under there, was all the labels, so that was my position.
See, I just heard it was Atlantic.
Both buildings, had an office in Leo building, had an office in the Atlantic building, had two labels in the building, aside from me having the A&R position, that, like, nigga, I was in there cooking. But there's another thing too that like, so me being who I am, very passionate and very smart, and I love business because I see things from a different. And one of the things that fucked me up in that position where I kind of left that was one day, and we just talking stories. One day I'm coming out, I'm walking with Kevin and Leo, Cam and Dame walking in the building. Dame said, "You a worker now?
Yo,
you a pumper."
Yo,
you know how these niggas, you know, everybody in Rockefeller make jokes. You know how it's like, oh, this nigga's a pumper.
Crucial.
He pumping for Kevin Lyles. You know, Cam always want to interject and shit like that. And I was on fire, bro. That shit really bent me in a different position. Like, I was like,
nigga, I ain't doing this shit no more.
But no, it wasn't that. I was more mad at what they did. You heard? because you undermine what I got going on. And
Exactly.
didn't respect the position I had. But maybe they
you
did, but they
bossing
knew they
up.
could never be in that position of where I was going. So they did some shit to deter me from where I was actually heading.
Yo, you
understand
know
what I'm saying?
You know, I always tell niggas that you gotta watch jokes. Cause some niggas will say some serious shit to you in a playful way.
100%.
Because they know you would take it to the left way if they said it serious to you. So they say it in a joking way. So you gotta really pay attention to jokes. Cause it be a lot of disrespect. And motherfucker be like, you know you laughing thinking they playing, but niggas is dead ass serious. And that could have been that.
You know
Hate
why?
disguised
You know
as a joke,
because
bro.
You said some shit to me that you was already doing, nigga. Mm-hmm. You was Leo boy. That's why you had so much envy towards him, because you not nobody boss in that situation.
That's right.
Leo was your boss.
That's right.
While you walked in that building with me, somebody else was your boss.
Everybody got a
Rockefeller was a label. There was somebody else that was your boss.
Yo.
So you walked into a building where I became a big executive at, and tell me what I'm doing is wrong? When nigga, you doing the same thing?
Yeah, that was
And I
crazy.
never told nobody about this like this in this world. I'm just telling you, that's how that shit struck me.
Yeah,
You heard?
of
And then
course. I would have
moving
felt the
forward,
same
like,
way.
This nigga just
Like tried to
down what I
undermine my
was doing.
shit.
And me being so loyal,
You never said nothing.
you heard? Kept
Never
it at
said
that.
nothing.
But I learned a valuable lesson. And moving forward, I knew how to handle myself in those positions, you heard? And through that fucked it up, but it was cool. I learned a lot there. Was able to take that knowledge that I had there and moving on and end up with the record called Ballin'. So the joke ended up being on them.
That's right.
I
One of the
stopped being an
biggest
executive and
records,
had the
bro.
#1 record in the country on you niggas.
And then you imagine
Some
you
of you
kept
niggas
nigga.
never had. You heard? Stop playing with me. You dig? If you understand what I'm trying to say?
That's
like,
a
leave me
fact.
alone. So it was like a lot of different shit like that coming up. We used to be fuck me up like God, but I know where to come from. Mm-hmm. You heard?
Yeah.
I totally know where to come from, but it ain't here to bash nobody and shit. This is
No,
all history,
definitely.
so we
Yeah.
can talk about it. I'm just telling you how it made me feel
That's a
coming up.
fact.
But through all of that, nigga could have did anything he wanted to me, because that's how loyal I was to him. You heard?
That's whack though.
You
Nigga
dig?
tried to
You
undermine.
never
it.
gonna get a
He
nigga
was
like
a
me
fucking
again.
executive at Warner
Nah, it's all
Music Group.
Now I'm my own executive.
Exactly.
You heard? I got a whole facility, building
Yo,
my
look,
own network,
congratulations, bro. On
record label. You heard?
Clothing line.
Podcasting, clothing line. We just gonna run it up off
That's
of everything
right.
I learned, off of every mistake that I had to go through and every loss that I had to take. Now we gonna put this shit on the winning streak.
That's a fact, man. Like, I feel like as artists, we always take our losses, but our losses is visible. You know what I'm saying? And the loss of loved ones when they pass, like, I remember when you first signed Stack Bundles. Rest in peace, Stack. Like, to me, I felt like you was the right one for him, because he first was with Clue, and Clue didn't know what he had.
Bro, you know the story how I signed Stack?
Nah.
Stack is one of the illest niggas.
No, definitely.
First of all, I heard Stack on the radio, didn't know who he was. I know you love Cam and that Dipset shit. I know you don't love me. And he was doing the ROC. He kept saying the ROC, and I'm like, and this is the time where is things going on. So I'm like, is this nigga sound to the ROC? Like, what the fuck is going on and shit like that? Who is this little nigga?
Yep.
I see him screaming the Desert Storm shit, and then with Clue, and I started hearing, I'm like, I like this kid. Then I seen him one day at a club. He had on a big blue fur. He said some fly shit to me. I told him, you know my mouth. Little nigga, don't play out here. You heard? Like, you did. But I was like, I still built a bridge, and then I had somebody call him, like, yo, pull up, Jim want to speak to you at the studio. And he pulled up, a couple of his dudes. And I was like, yo, I really admire what you do. I'm building a new label right here. We doing this Bird Gang Records, you heard. I'm pretty sure you're familiar with what we got going on in the city.
Fact.
And I'm giving you an opportunity to
He
sign
would have
on
been
up.
one of them
But
ones, man.
it ain't finished. Let me tell you the flash. He's with Clue at this time.
Yes.
He like, what you mean? I'm like, he like, yeah, that shit say I'm ready. I'm like, all right, but it's one thing. Like, you can't leave here and try to figure it out. It's not what we do. You got to commit right now, or it's no love lost. We can still do music, but if this what we going, then nigga call Clue.
Tell him we out.
This what we doing. You
That's
heard? No
right.
disrespect, but I'm
out.
Nigga said, yo, Clue. Went to the side. He said, "Nah, we lit. Bird gang, let's go.
Yo.
Squad up, nigga, let's go. Word up, man. I love Stack Soul, bro.
That's a
Like
fact, bro.
Stack was an credible artist. He definitely had the chance. He definitely would have to be in the race.
Bro,
to
he'd
be
have been one of the
illest
top
artists that we ever seen.
That's a fact. His
I mean,
energy, his personality, his swag.
personality,
He used to be in the
swag,
40 all the time.
Ladies
so,
loved him.
yeah, I had a major cool relationship with him. But like I said, when I seen him get with y'all, I was like, nah, that's the right crew. Like, you know, certain niggas just need the right home. Like
100%.
what I felt about him is the same way I feel about Al-B-Al. You know what I mean? Al-B-Al is one of the new animals. One of the new animals, talented, murdering shit, personality, swag. He get with the right camp, he's gone.
Yeah, that's another thing that these young artists don't understand how strong affiliation is. And even in 2025, when maybe Rockefeller or Diplomat has been out so long, maybe they feel like, but they're not even saying Rockefeller, Diplomat, but there's some of these grandfathered in lines of affiliation are very important to these new artists, because standing on your own is one thing. Yes, as a man, we take nothing away from that.
That's right.
But in this game,
If you want to win, you need a crew.
If you want to win, you need to be affiliated with something people know.
That's
and not
a
to
fact.
say it like that. You heard? But like that. There's only a few every few years that's going to be able to stand on their own and boom.
Shit.
Other than that,
think about it. Who's the last artist that stood on his own after Nelly? Completely on his own. Nelly came out completely dolo.
It's a sexy,
no one.
a sexy red.
Nah, bro. She still had the affiliation.
Of who?
Drake.
I mean, that's afterwards. She's still on her own. She's still on her own artist. Glorilla got the affiliation of Yo Gotti.
Yeah.
That's the affiliation.
Yes.
She signed in.
No, you right.
understand what I'm
Sexy
saying?
Red did come out of the fucking, out of nowhere.
Okay,
Damn, I didn't even think about that.
How many? How many?
That's what I'm saying. It's a far and few, bro. It's not a lot.
You dig? Like,
it's not a lot that come
Cardi B.
But but Cardi B had the TV promotion.
Don't matter. What I'm trying to tell you is the rarity.
But she is dolo. She was dolo. Yep, she was dolo.
Affiliate sign that's only happening everywhere.
Yeah.
But for a lot of the kids that do end up bubbling, they are affiliated with some of the strongest.
Some bigger than they self.
Yeah.
Pause. Like
Yeah.
definitely,
And that helps
man.
a lot.
Like I ain't gonna lie, bro. One thing I always look back, even watching your success, watching how you, Cam, Santana, all of y'all move. I always like, you know, I'm a Marvel head, man. I watch every Marvel movie, and they got this shit on Disney Plus called What If, where they show the alternate realities of different movies of what if this went this way and what if that went that way. You ever think about that? Like, what if we never had that tension? Because it was never nothing with us. Like, I never had an argument with you, Cam, Santana, nothing. It was business, and then the shit just went like this, and next thing I know, we beefing. Like, so I always think about, what if none of that happened? Where you think we would have took this shit, my G?
What if none of that happened? Jay would have been up billions. Dame would have been up billions.
Billions.
Biggs would have been up billions. Bob's kids would have been up hundreds of
Yo.
millions. You understand what I'm saying?
That's a fact, bro.
You dig? Like everybody, that shit would have trickled there, because what I've seen during the time we was there and through the separation of it was amazing shit. It was it was no losses being taken in that building, and anything Rockefeller had did at the time was a slam dunk. Anything Jay said or didn't matter. If he made you put on a button-up shirt, drink some liquor, or the why, it was like this shit just was connected, and the way Dame was handling the other side as far as the business is concerned.
Moving.
So all right. So from what I've seen, that was two of the illest niggas I've seen, and this was a lot of things that me and Cam traced their steps because of how they were moving. You dig? Like, Jay was end all the artist, right?
Yeah.
But the boss. And Dame was the businessman and a lot of other things. You dig? And Dame protected Jay and kept the business running forward. Dame was incredible in that position. So people look back at it now, try to laugh and say he was obnoxious and all these things. Yeah, he might have pissed a lot of people off.
He fought for us.
Right. That's what people don't want to
That's
put
what
up.
they don't give a
He
damn.
pissed everybody off
for
on the
his
strength he was
crew.
fighting for the crew.
That's a
for his
fact.
team, for his
Riding
business,
for his
Rockefeller.
niggas. Like,
Nothing
and that's
bigger.
it.
Nothing, fuck
No,
fuck
like,
all
straight
y'all.
up, my
fuck
nigga.
all y'all. It's about
Everybody.
Rockefeller, and this is what
that's
it's
it.
about. So now we look back, and I don't even care about what goes on with him, but I'm just telling you, looking back, it's like people don't want to give him
His
any
flowers.
about, like, come on, bro. Like, them niggas built half of the industry.
That's a fact.
You heard?
They
The other half
imprint.
built by niggas like Diddy, but these niggas responsible for the temperature of niggas getting money right now to this day.
100%. Half the new CEOs was interns at
Bro,
Rockefeller.
half you, bro.
Like,
You niggas was home dancing like, dang, bro.
that's a fact.
Stop it.
Stop it.
Stop.
I be
acting
trying
like
to
that.
tell
And
niggas
that's
that.
the part of this game and this cancel culture, how easy it is for people to forget because of the media.
Yes.
Blindfolds you into thinking one thing and shit like that. And if you think something else, they're trying to cancel you out before you even could get your opinion off, so you don't sway to people's judgment and shit
That's
like
a
that.
fact.
So naturally, you did, but
Yo,
then it's a lot to it. But as a man, also, you got to know how to be accountable for everything you do coming up also.
Dame
You
do
know?
be wildin'. Dame do be wildin'.
Super wild.
He
And I don't care
definitely
about
be
none of that, yo.
wildin'.
'Cause I don't
Me
care about what
neither.
goes on.
But they
in the
gotta
present.
give him
It's about
respect
what he
because
was,
that
why
nigga
he was
is a-
wilding before.
He's a
was
major,
different. And it was a
brilliant-
different era where they
Yes.
wasn't giving us nothing. So
No.
if he didn't fight the way he
we
fought,
would have got nothing. We'd have had nothing, my G. We'd have been on the shelf waiting.
bro, I seen them niggas come in and get baked, bust down Christmas checks, giving their workers $80,000 a check, shit like that. I
Yep.
never seen shit like Christmas bonuses.
Christmas
nigga.
bonuses.
Am I lying?
No, that's
Nigga,
a fact.
I used to be in
They used to
jail
send out
sometime in
gifts to
office, like,
all
these
the
niggas
artists.
really doing it on another
On a-
level, and
yo.
niggas can't see what they doing.
That's a
and that was
fact.
where my respect was in that building, is watching how them niggas was moving that label and
Nah.
moving that building and shit like that. I mean, but to see how it happened, it's just ill. Like you said, there was never no problems, but the loyalty of the two sides took it there. And we did it also too. But I do believe, and I'm just talking since we're talking, I do believe that if Jay and Dame would have figured out how to have some type of conversation,
None of that shit would have happened.
Because we going off of what these
Yeah.
two niggas say.
That's a
heard?
fact. You
we
ride
going
with
from being
Dame,
in the
yep.
office together where everybody talking shit together to everybody in separate offices talking shit.
Yep.
You heard? Now Dame
It
is,
went-
Dame is spewing what he's spewing. We don't know what Jay and them is spewing.
Yep.
But I know on this side,
It was
what's
going down.
on.
Yes.
And I know my position is to do whatever Cam is going to do.
That's right.
You heard?
So you gotta
I don't
ride
really
with the
care
team.
about Dame. I'm
And-
caring about what Cam going to do, and I got to protect him and everything. So now here we go.
And that's what I felt like broke up the Rock. It was the divide. Because remember, it became Harlem and then it became Brooklyn.
And
It didn't have to be that way.
didn't.
No, because it was never no try. It was just because them two didn't speak. The way everybody else took on the vibe of whatever they was around, and then the shit just grew. And I like that shit whack, man. But at the end of the day, everybody turned out successful.
I mean, everybody turned
Everybody
out successful.
turned
But
out
when
healthy.
we as black men figure out how to
Get past that. I
the
tell
separation.
people, I just had this
'Cause I go through the
conversation.
Same thing. I'm not perfect.
No, none of us are. We would never. Nobody is.
I'm a
perfect,
piece
bro.
of shit to somebody else.
And-
just
and-
the way I feel.
And
niggas
you're
is
an
a piece of
angel
shit
to
me.
other people.
100%.
You know what I'm saying?
100%.
So that's that. I always say that. Somebody might call me a piece of shit. Somebody gonna call me an angel over here. Like I even had that conversation with Cam when I had to talk with him. I'm like, yo, like you brought up the incident with me and Beans. Like me and Beans are not childhood friends. You know what I'm saying? Like I met Beans through rap. Like I didn't know Beans growing up in Brooklyn. And we grew into brotherhood. Not saying that we got an issue that can't be fixed, but I don't feel it's as important as two people that grew up together. Like, to me, watching y'all not communicate and then watching him and Dame go through it, that shit is whack to me, bro. I feel like we too old, we made too much money, our kids is grown. We supposed to be chilling on Oprah yacht in the middle of fucking Santorini right now, my G.
Absolutely right.
For real, bro.
Absolutely right. You're absolutely right. But sometimes things don't work like that, my brother. And
I know, man.
as much as I cherish the time we had and cherish the brotherhood that we did have, I can't dwell on it.
Nah.
It don't pay. I mean, I tried. It doesn't serve me no purpose at this point in my life. You know what I mean? You lose friends, you see who's really with you and things like that. And sometimes people gonna see see what they lost. And I know losing me as a friend and a brother is a cold thing.
That's a
Because
fact.
you ain't gonna meet too many people like me.
That's gonna rap.
At all.
That's a fact.
You heard?
Nah,
So I'm
that's a
comfortable
fact.
with that. And me being that cold person, I had to learn how to be that for myself. I was telling that to Fat Joe and shit like that. Like everything I was willing to be for my comrade,
Yes.
I had to learn to be that for myself, and that's what made me stronger. You understand what I'm saying? Because it wasn't like I'm just leaving myself open by doing that for so many others. You heard? And leaving myself wide open. And now, in my position of leading, I can't leave myself wide open.
That's
like
a fact.
You heard?
Because now you got your crew.
I got a lot right.
That's right.
I got my family, I got my business, I got everything. So I gotta play this shit strategic out here, because niggas is quick to want to see you fail. Ain't nobody coming to save you.
Nobody.
These niggas rather see you go through it than help you get through it. You heard? Like, you
a
not gonna
fact.
get a
You
helping
body
hand. You heard? So I learned how to boss up on my own. You heard? Like, wherever we started at, it's not where we gonna end at. You heard?
Yeah, that's a fact, bro. That's one thing. You said y'all learned how to boss up on my own. Like, I commend y'all, man. That's one, like, y'all, all of y'all, from Jewels, Cam, you, even Zeke, being down there in NC laying low. Y'all all know how to create businesses, bro. Like, none of y'all just sit back and chill. From the weed to the clothes to the Dipset rebranding to the compound you just fucking purchased, you know what I'm saying, to the podcast. Like, what keeps you motivated, my G? What gives you that drive? Because these kids need to learn that. You know, these kids is lazy. They think smoking weed is just going to hit them one day. They're going to get high.
I definitely not gonna come to you sitting in the house and smoking weed. I always wanted something bigger in life. I just always knew that I could do better, and I always knew I'm not giving things my full potential, even right now. You dig?
You feel that still way now?
100%. I totally feel like I have not found total tunnel vision where I'm locked into my full capacity of what I can give the people and what I can do for my mission and things like that, because there's so many distractions.
No,
You understand what I'm saying?
Fact.
And as a man being creative and having to take care of responsibilities, it's hard to not get distracted with responsibilities trying to create and save the world. Is like what I like to call it, because I feel like what I'm adding when I'm finished is going to be saved a lot of people from a lot of different things when I'm finished and shit like that. So, you know, I take it day by day, but as long as I'm willing and able, strength of my body to be consistent every day, I'm not worried about the motivation, because I do believe that I'm here to finish the mission. And sometimes I don't even know what the mission is. You heard?
Yo.
But I know walking in faith is stronger
Right.
than anything. And
That's a
I do
fact.
believe God gonna point me in the right direction. So I just try to finish every little bit of things. Every small success turned into a big success. And execution has been a disease for black men for a long time. So I've been learning how to execute every idea that I'm trying to put on the table.
'Cause-
whether it's worth it or not, you learn from your mistakes. You know what I mean? So
fact.
I've been through a lot. It took me long to get where I'm at to even talk like this. Like, I've never been dumb, but I have been ignorant in my life. You heard?
We all have, bro.
100%.
We all have, my
We
G.
won't grow till we know, and time don't lie. But I'm glad I was here to show me that time don't lie, and I was glad I was here to understand you won't grow till you know. So now that
Right.
I have grown a lot, and I still got a lot growing to do, this is where we at.
Nah, man, that's a fact. I just seen the video. I see you got the merch on right now too, man.
Dead
Like,
lonely. What's up, man?
yo, bro, like, looking at you do that, bro, it brought me back to a time when Jay was fighting with Iceberg. You know, that's why Rockaware, I believe, in my opinion, I believe that's why Rockaware was birthed. Because Jay went to Iceberg, being that he was rocking it, rapping about it.
Iceberg Slim.
You know what I mean? They ain't want to give him the deal. That he like, all right, I'm going to create something that's going to crush y'all. And he created Rockaware. So watching you, you know, deal with the Chrome Heart situation like that and then create your own clothing line. And you like, all right, y'all ain't fucking with me, I'm going to crush. Like that drive, bro, you can't teach that. You can't, it's not learned in school. It's just in you. And like, you a warrior, my nigga. Like, you
God,
a
I
real
am.
warrior, bro.
I can't say that above everything that I've been called. I'm definitely a warrior. And
You
that's
are, bro.
That's in everything. Like I've just got this warrior spirit that I've been born with, and I kind of refuse to lose. Even if I take a loss, you're gonna feel like I won. you can't beat me.
That's a fact.
Look, my mental was too strong.
Yeah, man.
And that's why I'm still here. And I got to leave a lot of this shit with people because I know I got a lot to leave. You know what I mean? Like,
That's a fact.
I tell people I want people to know that I gave more than I took. I've been taking a lot.
You definitely put a lot of influence out here, man. Like, I watch when the Migos, shit, Lil Baby, shit, half the Atlanta, really. Dipset influenced a lot of these young boys moving around right now, my nigga, and 100%. You really played a major part in that. So I know that gotta make you feel like the big homie to the new era right now.
It feels good. A lot of times I'm like, damn, if I would have knew this shit was gonna be like this.
Word up, right?
You didn't
I'd have prepared better.
Just to see this shit now, how this shit going crazy, it's like, yo, this shit is really wild. But it feels good also. And it also let me know I still got opportunity to make a lot of money out here.
That's right.
You know what I mean? As long as they still doing things like this, then I know I could jump in where I need to jump in and get some bags off of this shit. You know what I mean? Create some business off of this shit. What I was gonna say, tunnel night. Ladies, busters, one there, yeah. What's up? You remember that night?
What? When the video shoot?
Not the video shoot, when y'all came and performed that motherfucker.
Oh, of course. I remember every night in the tunnel, but remind me of something. But wait, I might be missing something.
All right, not the video. The video was done in the tunnel.
Yeah.
That wasn't done on the tunnel night.
No.
I was at
it
tunnel
wasn't
10D, but I was trying to give people a little recap of what it felt like when Rockefeller had the tunnel on Sunday night.
Bro, like...
Because they niggas don't know how crazy the tunnel was. I don't care what club y'all been to in New York City. You never been to no club like this.
To me, I love Hov. Hov my bro. I love that nigga. I would never go against him. But Hov ain't fucking with mine right in the tunnel. That's just being honest, my nigga.
Can't fuck with that. He can do a lot, but he can't fuck with that.
He can't fuck with mine right in the tunnel, my nigga.
First of all, Rockefeller used to be the tunnel. That shit used to sell out by like 9 o'clock, 9:30. The shit
couldn't even get in.
You couldn't
Word
even
up.
get in. And then
Crazy.
after that, any star that get in, you had to really know them niggas. Like you had to know Mark, had the security, or you had to know Peter. Like the tunnel was just a whole nother. But when Rockefeller was there, when Jay was coming to perform, it was bad.
No, it was bad. That's because the
It
whole
was
Brooklyn used
bad.
to pull up,
It
bro.
was bad, bro.
The whole Brooklyn used to come out.
Female in the city, model, hustler, scammer, drug dealer, niggas from out of town.
It was
bro. Those are some of the best nights we had when
in the world.
Your niggas performed at the tunnel. Y'all definitely.
The tunnel was it, man.
There was a few niggas that came to the tunnel used to put on. Ja Rule used to go crazy too.
Oh yeah, Ja.
It wasn't nothing like
the Rock. Only people I think that shut
new
the
blue
tunnel
Yankee
down.
Then man,
Yeah.
they used to come out with that Yankee like this. Shit. Oh, niggas is going dumb in the tunnel. Shit start breaking in that bitch. What?
Yo, you ain't lying.
Nah, bro. Like you, bro.
Only niggas I think had the tunnel more turned than us, and I gotta give it to them. When Snoop and Dr. Dre came to this bitch.
Was you there that day?
I couldn't even get in, my nigga.
I was in there.
I couldn't get in. That's how packed it was outside.
Iceberg sweater on, Flintstone shit. You heard?
Yo.
I took it from Cam. I never forget it. Like, oh yeah, he's dead on this. I'm putting this on for the tunnel tonight. Iceberg.
That's a fact.
Bro, they went in there for 2.5 hours and went crazy. I tell people the story all the time. Snoop was going so crazy, right? During the show, all the Bloods was in the front. They start throwing all the red rags at him on stage. Snoop stopped the show like, yo, no disrespect, I'm just trying to show love, but the Bloods was showing love. We grew up on all of these, bro. They burnt that shit down so bad, but that was just one time. So y'all came in there a few times and went crazy.
No, definitely.
But Snoop and them, they got the most. They got one of the most legendary nights ever I've seen in the tunnel perform. I seen Jay at the Apollo too.
Yeah, yo, the Apollo used to be stupid.
And I always want to ask him this. He came on the Apollo with one color jersey on, but it's mad bloods in there. Mad bloods. Mad bloods. I'm blooded.
Yo.
He started the show with one jersey. I can't forget what jersey was. They came back out with the all red San Francisco jersey, I think. Niggas, the blood. They went bro, I'm talking about
Yeah,
the
no.
homies went crazy.
Yeah,
he came
no,
back.
the
I think he had
tunnel was
some
stupid.
shit with the blue jersey on. Niggas was not jacking that. He came back out with the red jersey on in Apollo. That shit went dumb, bro.
Yo, no, the tunnel used to be stupid.
that was
the
the
Apollo
Apollo
used to
yo,
be
bro.
stupid. Speed used to be
Speed was
stupid.
the danger
Speed
check,
was the tunnel for our era. Like,
So listen, when me and Gutter was beefing and Seasoning was beefing and shit like that, you know, going crazy. One day they caught me slipping out there. I'm in front of Speed. It's like 4 of us, 5 of us. It's chilling. And the nigga, what's his name? The owner, I forgot the security name. Told me, you know, yo, bro, Seasoning come in here tonight, bro. Why are you doing this? I'm like, bro. I'm like, what you mean?
don't matter.
They pop up with like 60 niggas, bro.
Chill. Yeah, the mafia used
I
to
heard
move deep.
We hear allegedly, you know, these how this shit be. Allegedly, gunshots go, clap, clap, clap.
Yo.
Oh,
Yo,
them
it's
niggas
going
is
down. It's
We
going
had to
down.
bust a move out there.
Yo.
So, oh yeah, these Crip niggas got us outnumbered. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
Speed was
no,
different.
Speed was different,
Speed
man.
was-
Shout
that
out
whole
DJ
90s was
Enough. That
different.
was his spot.
DJ Enough.
Word
yes,
up.
yes.
Enough used to run
The
Speed.
basement. No, and Mr. C, nigga.
Yeah, Mr. C ran Speed and the tunnel. Mr. C was everywhere.
Bobby Trans. Bobby
Rest in
Trans was a
peace,
young.
Mr. C.
Bobby Trans was young in the tunnel.
Young.
You heard?
Yo,
Young in the tunnel. I
young.
go.
He
Hey,
was a
ask
baby.
Bobby Trans. We going, bro. Allegedly, nigga. Allegedly, nigga. We going in the tunnel. 2 boxes of Dutch matches.
Yo,
box of
crazy.
razors,
You-
ends,
Yo,
all type of
sometimes
shit
you
in
had
that
to
bitch,
pre-roll
jiggy
your
bopping.
Dutches.
Bro, this you not listening.
Yo, sometimes you had to
you not
pre-roll them.
listening. We passed that, bro. You not listening, bro. I got everything under control in the tunnel.
Now
bro.
you got it. He's like, it's
I
good.
got
We good.
bounces under control. Everything.
Oh,
Them-
you
Y'all
was
niggas better
marvelous.
not touch me in
See,
this
nah,
shit.
when I only had it under control when we had a
No.
show. Before that,
Because
they was on some bullshit.
All right, so this is the difference. I was really outside. Not to say it like that. You a star.
No,
You
no,
was
no.
genuine.
Yeah,
Nigga,
definitely.
I was really banging in this shit. You heard?
Yeah.
This before Rap Police.
I had to
gang
be
unit.
I had to be
You
with
heard?
my dogs.
They
I had
used
to be with
gang
Trey and
unit in the
B.I. and
tunnel
them
with
for
me.
that. Not me. They was like, Bleek, who you with?
Bro, what? Gang unit used to be, yo, bro. I used to.
Oh, yeah, gang
I
unit
used
was
to
serious in New
terrorize
York.
the tunnel so bad, bro. Yo, Peter Gation used to call me to his office during the
Peter
week.
Gation.
Like, yo,
my
bro,
nigga.
please, you giving
That
me.
nigga made so much money, bro.
Oh my God, did he
Kidding
make
me?
money?
My
nigga?
nigga, he caked the fuck off Peter Gation.
I
Niggas
wanted
to make
do the belly
100
movie
grand.
for real. I was
Yo.
2 seconds from doing the belly movie
I
in
was
that
going-
bitch because they started getting too comfortable with me. I was like, yo,
I was gonna
I was
ask
just
you.
ignorant, bro. Y'all niggas, shit might sound like a movie, but I really was dumbing. You heard?
Yeah.
I was about to pull the real belly movie on the tunnel. Fucking
I was
Peter was
going-
soft too, just for the
Yo,
fact.
chill.
His security was kind of soft too. You heard? Like
Yo, I
I'm
was
a
gonna
buck.
ask
I'm
you.
a $160 at this time. Going up to grown men that's 240. Like I wish you would, nigga. Raise your hand or raise an eyebrow, nigga. If I'm lying, I'm flying. Ask any bouncer at the tunnel if they ever made a mistake and raised their hand to me. And we just talking and shit like that. I'm just telling you what type of menace I was when I was a baby bop, and you can ask around.
You had to be outside the
This is-
velvet rope.
This is
That's for sure.
2025, nigga. I'm talking about my first time I went to the tunnel was in 1994, nigga. I had to be at school the
nah, my
next day,
first
nigga.
time was
I went to
97.
school on Monday and was looking at my teacher like she was a joke. I just left the tunnel last night. Seen Mike Tyson, Easy E, all type of shit, bitches. You
Oh
crazy?
yeah, nah, Easy and
I
them
got
was in
shit
there.
to do.
Yeah, nah, the tunnel had the
bro. Bro,
Club niggas don't even go to
1994, I'm in
clubs
high
like that
school,
no more, bro. Niggas don't even
I
rappers
went
don't
to the
even go
tunnel
to
from
clubs.
1994 to 99 when it closed, nigga. When they
crazy.
killed Baby Boy Killer from Brooklyn. He was 17, Charles Jones' little cousin. That was my little bop
Right in
right
front
there.
of the
you heard?
spot. Crazy.
Yeah, nigga, like for real.
That's crazy. Yo, I was gonna ask you, talking about you was gonna do a movie on the tunnel. You was the first, y'all launched the Love and Hip Hop platform, right? And then it was a little spew on creativity and all that. I always wondered why you just didn't never start your own franchise for New York, because you had it. You had it.
It was a few variables. Contractually leaving, I couldn't do no more hip hop shows for a certain amount of time. Where me and Chrissy was at, we didn't feel like compromising our dignity for the sake of doing the show.
Yes.
You heard? Remember, this is in the very beginning.
Beginning, yeah, that's
You
what I'm
heard? So,
saying.
a lot of the people that were supposed to be on our side doing business end up taking the other side of doing business with the network. So now they against us instead of helping us and showing us how to
Yes.
do it. And then some personal shit came involved. Niggas get scuffed up and shit like that. What's up? Shit like that. It just was a lot, bro. And then where I was at in life, it was like, bro, I ain't got time for this. I got other shit to do. I'm a hustler. I need to get to a bag. I'm not gonna be fighting with no networks and shit, because somebody end up getting tremendously hurt, as it almost happened a few times. Ain't nobody gonna get in trouble but myself.
That's right. Because what made me ask you that, because y'all was in the network
And we
way
had
before,
3 shows there.
Before 50 even started doing his shows.
Let me show you how the network works. We had 3 shows there. Each one of our shows that we did there was successful, more successful than the Love and Hip Hop shows. But because they had so much vested interest in Love and Hip Hop
I
shows,
did saw the show after.
They
Yes.
couldn't keep giving us new episodes on our show because our ratings were taken away from all the money that they invested into Love and Hip Hop at the time. They had a few seasons in at the time. Every time we put up a show, we hitting bop. We hitting bop. Hitting bop.
Yeah, I forgot.
So
Yeah,
like,
you and Chrissy had y'all
yeah, it was a lot. We had a lot. We did a lot of shit on that shit. We made a lot of money off that shit. So it's like, but it was a good learning lesson at that time.
How is that TV shit? Because you know they called me. They hit me. They was like, yo, Bleek, would you ever do it? And I'm like,
I wouldn't say it was. I would definitely not say it for somebody like you.
yeah, because I told my wife I gotta have a fake wife.
You very reserved. You very reserved. It ain't for you. You know?
Yeah, no.
But it also depends on what type of bag they gonna throw. Like,
Yo, Nori,
I didn't made $500,000 to go for 4 days.
damn.
I heard to do type of shit.
Yeah.
Same as Baby Girl. Like, they start throwing stupid bags,
numbers at you.
And that type of shit is like,
Okay, I can't turn that down. I'll pull up. What you want me to throw a drink in the club? I got you.
Bananas used to figure out your lane, but I never let them niggas dictate what I was doing.
Yeah.
That was a lot of things that
No,
was going
you-
on the camera, because it's premeditated situations they doing.
I can honestly say out of every couple and rapper that been on the show, you definitely ain't do no sucker
Because we
shit
set the
on show,
rules
like,
on every one of our shows. That was
sure,
our
because
show.
I seen a lot of niggas do some
Bro,
crazy
that wasn't nobody
shit.
else's show. That's my show.
Wildin'.
It's my show. They
That's
can't
why-
tell me the rules of my show.
That's why I was like, yo, why they didn't just start
Mona
their
took
own
my
shit?
show and implemented her rules to exploiting people and all that type of shit. That was our show. Our show was built on real premise. Yeah, we sell dysfunction, so you're gonna see a lot of dysfunctional shit because we rappers, and this is my
and
lady.
this is
You
what
dig?
we do. We get into
we
it.
ain't
Every
have to
day
do
ain't
nothing.
perfect.
You heard? Like nothing. We doing what we want to do.
Nah,
Edit
that's
that, edit
dope.
that, you heard? And this, but now looking back, like it's way easier for me to tap in the market now than it was back then. Now I can do the shit on my own.
That's right.
And make the networks come knock down my door.
That's a
'Cause
fact.
Guess what?
Because
These
that's
people
where the
gonna
money
come
at.
watch us the same way they was gonna watch it before. As soon as we put up, whatever show coming out, they're gonna go to YouTube and click on
Yo,
it. You heard?
I used to-
TV is not important as the internet right now. You heard?
Yo.
This is where all the shows is made.
That's a fact. I used to think Nori was trying to set me up. Shout out Nori too, man.
Nah,
Because
shout out to Nori. He saw it a long
yeah,
time ago.
Nori called me about Love and Hip Hop first, and I'm like, and no, I ain't with that. Then Nori called me about Marriage Boot Camp. That's what I'm like.
I ain't gonna front.
Yo,
You should take that check.
yo,
I
my
zapped out-
nigga.
I zapped out on that shit a little bit. I zapped out of the shit on that a little bit, but that was a stupid check. You should have took that check. I mean, I don't know what they was offering you, but
No, I never
You
even
did?
got to that part. Nori's like, do you want to talk? And I'm like, nah, because my wife ain't with that shit. I got to get a fake wife for TV. She not going to get on TV.
Yeah, see, that's another thing. You gotta have the willing partner to get on.
Yeah, she
to
not
go
with
through it.
that.
But it's so smooth that if y'all was to go in there and be smooth, you
Yeah.
can't expect nothing from y'all.
It made me start watching the show and living in the house with
It's a
niggas,
wild
man.
show, but
yeah, yo,
I can't say this. It was cool. It was cool. It's just that shit is wired up.
Yeah.
All the time and shit
all
like that.
the
You
time.
dig?
No privacy, nothing.
And then you got the chance of you definitely on what other grown men is. So
Mm-hmm.
it's like, you know me. But I'm thinking I had to chip somebody else. I don't
That's
know.
right.
I want to go
Have to
nowhere
chip- yo,
with no
chill.
grown men. You
Yo,
heard?
you know this nigga was outside
Word
the
up.
90s. Nigga said I'm about to chip somebody.
Word up. As soon as I get there, I'm on the bench and doing pull-ups. Like, yeah, we gonna start this shit up right.
Yo, speaking of that, what made you get into the? I got it. Yo, you had Cam and Mano at the workout boot camp. Them niggas were struggling. I ain't gonna front you.
Fab,
you
you
had
mean
Fab.
Fab?
Yeah, you had Fab and Mano
They
at
out
the
there. They
workout
got
camp.
this shit together now.
I gotta come join the camp, man. I gotta
Come
get a
on.
couple sessions in.
Come
You
on,
and
man.
you and Kiss on some bullshit.
Yeah, Kiss doing pretty good. I'm proud of Kiss. I've been seeing his
Word up.
elevation in the fitness game and shit like that. That's great for him and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, we getting older, so
Nah, that's a fact.
The best way to this fountain of youth is through fitness and shit like that. Movement is medicine. But I've been on this as a teenager and shit like that. All the niggas used to come home, show us how to do pull-ups and all that type of shit. Then when I got with Chrissy and shit like that, she doubled down. Like, bro, you like a $160, $170, wet.
Gotta get your shit
You
up.
gotta get your shit up, baby,
That's
bro.
a fact.
Come on,
'Cause these
heard?
bouncers used to
You
put
gotta-
that work in.
So she was very important in the beginning of my workouts. And then past 30 years now, I'm on
You
it.
ever thought about starting like your own workout? Fuck, shit. Billy Blanks, nobody did it bigger than
100%.
him.
I mean, shit. I've been using the platform of IGs for the past few years, but it's a whole block full of storefronts in this building.
Yeah.
So one of the storefronts got a nice square footage that I'm actually putting a whole gym in and things like
Yeah.
that. I've been speaking to like Gronk Fitness to try to do a partnership
yeah.
with them and things like that. But I'm putting a gym in there. Then in the gym, I'll start shooting fitness shows, and then it'll be a home for, you know what I mean?
My nigga, you need to talk to Peloton, everybody, bro. Your workout regimen is insane, man. I be watching you. I follow you. You know that. I be watching nigga be doing pull-ups with the 150-pound drum on, like,
But
yo,
you know
chill.
how it goes. So that's the flip side. So it's all about the support system.
That's
You know,
right.
This game is one person to see that and make one call and get everything connected.
Nah,
for you.
that's
But if
a
you ain't got
fact.
that one person that don't understand, that don't figure or find a way that they can be in business or benefit from the situation, you're never gonna get that one. So I'm just dialing in, doing everything myself because I know how to make a success out of something, and they're gonna have to come and give us a check anyway.
No, that's a
know what I
fact, man. Like, and one thing I want to say, like, every artist been through a bunch of bullshit in this game. Every artist, we always thugging, talking our bullshit. But you know what I respect the most when I see artists? Because me, I'm all about growth. If you stay the same, I feel like that's the definition of insane. To do the same thing over and over and over and expect different results, you're technically insane. So when I seen you and French was able to bury y'all bullshit and get back cool, make money together and move around, do shit, I really looked at you and I was like, nah, that nigga Jim is for real, nigga. He take this business shit serious. So like things like that, bro, just know you inspire a lot of people out here to move. You know, I see the shit people say, yo, Jim, he's still young. He want to be the kid. He want to be out here. But they don't talk about that shit like that. You know what I mean?
What's wrong with being young?
No, I want to be young forever.
What's wrong?
And to me-
the most people that say things about that are the people that got no motion, just
they-
as old as I am, they out the loop.
And they in the crib
Tryna-
bitter.
yeah, don't-
They playing Call of Duty right now.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Don't push that shit on me. We outside, we got motion, we getting money. You dig? It ain't about the age, it's about the wage, it's
That's
about
right.
business. You know what I mean?
You killed
So-
that. That's a bar. Nigga said it ain't
100%.
about an age, it's about a wage.
about-
Step your wages up, because your age going up every year. cuz.
100%. So what you gonna do with that? You know what I
That's
mean?
a fact.
I'm out here trying to live longer, eat better, doing all the things.
And you having
properly that I
fun,
need to
man.
do, you know what I mean?
You living life.
What about? Let's talk about Biggs.
Biggs? Oh, let's go, man. I still want to know what happened between him and Dame. I got to have Biggs on Rock Solid.
I don't know about that,
Word
but
up. I
people
wanna
don't.
know.
I feel like people don't talk about how much of a goat Biggs is because he's
Biggs
so
is a
silent.
super goat, man.
You know what I mean? Like
Biggs is the quiet assassin who got all the pinpoint ideas. When he tell you something, you better fucking listen.
better listen,
because
bro.
he calculated every angle like the
Bro.
professional. No women, no kids.
Yo, he's like the accountant, bro. Like,
Yo,
bro,
that's
this-
a fact.
Yo, he's so calculating everything he
Yeah.
do. But I mean, Biggs is one of the few people that I consider to be a big brother and somebody that I admire from his position in the game and remaining humble and not letting the spotlight jade him and
That's right.
doing what his job was to do, no matter how important he was in that Rockefeller
And he never
dynamic.
broke character, bro. Like, he never wanted to be in front of the camera. No matter how much money he got, he never wanted this
And
famous
people don't
shit.
understand, like, so it's a trifecta, bro.
Yeah. It really was
It's
the
Jay,
three. Yeah.
Dame, and Biggs.
That made
You
the
heard?
yeah.
He's like the silent partner and shit
Yo.
like that. Like it's crazy,
And
right?
his presence was felt, but you never heard his voice. I don't think nobody ever heard Big speak. Like
really-
a lot of people.
You got to know him to have a conversation, and that was even back then. You
That's a
heard?
fact, yo.
But now
I
it's even
remember-
iller. You definitely not speaking to him now.
I got two stories about Biggs, man. Like, I'm married now. So as a kid, I used to feel like I gotta pay this nigga back. Like, I owe you, nigga. You violated. Word, we was on the road, Jim, man. Like, remember, as a kid, coming from, I'm talking about the kissing in the hallway era. Before you could get right. You kissing for hours the way you need something to drink when you done, my nigga. That kissing. You know what I'm saying? And then they take me from that to the road. So I wasn't ready. So niggas is like, yo, You got to get your shit up. These girls is ready to get right. You out here playing. Go get you something. So I'm like, all right, let me go get me something. I go line something up. She like, where you staying at? I'm going to ride back with you. I'm hyped now. Like, oh, I got one. Fishing line, we caught one, baby. First OG, now mind you, I'm the young nigga on the road. We was in New Orleans somewhere. I never been there before. The first OG I see is Biggs. So I go tell him, yo, Biggs, what hotel we staying at? Nigga like, we staying at this hotel. Why you want to know what hotel we staying at? I was like, yo, is it room in the car? He like, wait, why you asking me all these questions? I'm like, because I got something lined up. She ready to go. Now, mind you, I'm the young boy in the 21 and up club, so everything is older than me. So he like, let me see what you got, make sure you ain't got nothing wrong. So I go show him as a lemon head, yeah, I got this one. And he took her.
Damn, Biggs, take the one and left the
Yo,
damn,
took her, my
Biggs.
G.
Damn.
Yo, but I always felt like, I'm gonna get this nigga back. I'm lit now, I'm Blizzu, we on the road, they don't know him, I'm gonna take one of his joints. I never got the opportunity, but he repaid me back, my nigga.
Nah, Biggs
Word.
is cool, man.
Biggs made me back, because one day I'm in the crib chilling, doing nothing, bro. Like, I'm in Jersey. I don't even know what the fuck I was doing. And that nigga called me out of nowhere, like, yo, what you doing? I'm like, I ain't doing shit. He like, yo, come to the crib in Jersey. This when they lived in the Palisades. And I'm like, all right, I pull up to the crib. First of all, I'm like, these niggas getting too much money. This crib is insane. I need a crib like this. Yo, I see the Range Rover outside or whatever. I had the Tahoe at that time. And he was like, yo, I just bought this Range Rover, but they delivered to me in Champagne. I don't even want this shit, Bleek. You can have it. And I'm like, what? You just gonna give me the... He like, yeah, man, I don't want this shit. They gave me the wrong color. I'm gonna order the one in white next week. I'm like, oh, you could keep the bitch. I don't want the bitch back. I'll take the Range.
Keep her, please.
Yo, word
Take her
up.
there. Where's the car?
Yo,
Give my keys.
straight up. Like, I'm gonna leave the Tahoe here. I'll come back later.
Bro, that's the type of money it was getting. Like, I
Word
remember
up.
one of them gave Beans the brown Bentley and shit. Like, that was big,
Yo,
too.
both of them, Dame and Biggs, gave Beans the Benz.
This shit was amazing.
Amazing.
Amazing back in the day, bro.
And yo, you know what's crazy? I'm gonna tell you a funny story, man. I think it was Biggs who told me this. Know why he got rid of his bit? Why he was like, yo, I don't want this shit no more. Because when you drop it off to get repaired, they don't give you a loaner car. So he like, I don't want this shit.
That's how much money these niggas
yo,
are doing ridiculous,
Too much. Yo,
ridiculous shit, bro.
Yo, I used to look at them niggas like, what?
Bro, I remember the nigga Dame dropped the egg on his house floor in Alpine. Like, watch this,
Yo.
drop an egg and we gonna go and watch a movie and we come back, it's gonna be cleaned up.
Shit.
Yo, bro.
Yo,
bro,
chill.
they doing shit like this.
Yo, Dame was on some shit.
Oh my God.
They had the chef,
Baseline.
everything,
Let's
bro.
talk about baseline. 'Cause I want to tell people about a story.
Yo,
Where you saved my ass.
yo, baseline.
Baseline over Guts game.
Yo, people don't know, right? When you walk in the casino and you play the game 3-card poker, we played that in the studio and it was called Guts.
And it was nasty.
And the definition of this game is everybody. It'd be me, Jim, Juan, Hove, Kaiser,
Big dogs.
Big Dog,
Roller,
right?
R.I.P. Roller.
Yeah, word up. Rest in peace, real Roller.
Money, like
Word.
Guts, everything.
Yo, so the pot start off $5,000. Now, mind you, you got 5-6 people playing.
Mm-hmm.
Only one person go win the pot.
Mm-hmm.
So imagine if 4 of y'all call Guts.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, only one person win. So the 3 losers have to match the pot. So if the pot
100%.
was 5,000, now
Everybody
it's
gotta put back in
15,000.
5,000, yep.
And that's how it kept going up, kept going up, kept going. And Hove, used to do some bullshit.
Bullshit.
Used to just call, like he said in the rhyme, I'm calling guts every time.
Bro.
Nigga didn't even look at the cards. Guts.
But sometimes it be real, because then I'm telling you the story. I never forget the story.
Word up.
We in there, bro. I'm telling you, it was happened 3 times in a row. We in there. I got 2 kings. I say guts.
Yep.
Jay got 2 aces. Right? Cool. I believe the grand was like $3 grand, right?
Went up.
I had to put the $3 grand back. Got the cards again. It was the same thing. I got 2 kings.
You're not throwing 2 kings in. I don't
call
care
guts.
who you are.
Jay got 2 aces
Again.
my nigga. Now the shit just double. I gotta put in
like
$9 grand or 10, whatever I had to put in.
Yep.
They deal the cards again. I got 2 aces. I'm popped now. Now I'm popped. I ain't got no money in my pocket at all. I'm done for. I got 2 aces. I lean over. I show Bleek, like, you can't lose. You got money in your pocket? He like, yeah. I said, hold me down. I go home and get you. I get some money. Hold me down. I need this. The nigga said, I got you. I said, guts. He hit. I slid them hands. I got mine and ran the fuck out of there. Playing with them niggas, girl.
That nigga
my whole life in
Jim
the
was
paper,
like,
bro.
yo, fuck that. Good looking, Bleek.
Word up.
I
got
throw these
fuck
in.
out of there.
Yeah.
Yo, bro, but yeah, them guts games was
serious,
bro,
my
niggas
G.
losing they life on them guts games,
remember,
bro.
Remember, we used to play fucking CeeLo on the pool table, too.
CeeLo, everything,
Losing
bro.
stupid
Bro, that's
money.
another thing. So, I don't know, and it's not to talk about Jay and them, but he got, in that baseline shit, that nigga couldn't lose. I went in there one day, it's just me and him. We ended up playing pool. Right?
Oh, yeah, no, pool.
We ended up playing pool. Look, you know I know how to play pool. I was spanking this thing. Look, crack, boom, ball going. I hit all the balls in. No homo. Hey, yo, pause. Yo.
Nah, we grown, man.
You know, I'm from Harlem. That shit don't matter if we grown. This nigga, you're out of line. He's like, hey, yo. I had all the
rocks in, yeah.
And I had one left on the table. What you think he do? Came back
and ran the table.
Ran the table.
Bro, I was
yo. You know, for me, that's a victory I need. This ain't even about rap shit.
Yeah, yo, this is about I tell niggas I smack. That's right. That's right.
Nigga,
yo, bro, him and Juan, I ain't gonna lie, are probably the best pool players I ever played against because they let you rap. Bro. And they tell you, you miss, game over. Just grab the rack.
No, I'm new in baseline.
Yep.
I'm coming with my Harlem shit. You know me. I'm thinking I'm lit.
You miss once, just grab the rack. Between Jay and Juan, it's crazy with that. But as far as like, I remember one time gambling with Hove, and he know this is facts. He don't want no smoke with me, CeeLo. We in baseline one day gambling, bro. And you know Jay, he's shooting the bank every time. 5,000, shoot it, 6. 10,000, shoot it, 6. 20,000, shoot it, 6. 40,000, shoot it, 6. 80,000, shoot it. Bro, it went up to $160, all my kids. That nigga, yo, he never touched the dice. That nigga looked at me and was like, Bleek, I'm gonna go get this money for you, but I'm never fucking gambling against you again. I don't know who the fuck you are. Word.
Project mentality.
Yo, word. I took about $160 from Hove and I gave him the bread back. Only took 20 grand. It was I could never take that from you. Looked out for the guard. He was like, yeah, that's why I love you, my little bro.
How you feel about Ye?